Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, may I have your attention, please? Zooming to you from somewhere in the digital universe, this is Far Out Fiesta, episode 200, FOF this night, August 14th edition, because it's airing on Friday. I am your host and humble narrator, Richard Houghton.
Yes,
Please,
he always has been, he always will be.
Please give it up for our amazing cast. Robb Hudspeth.
Yeah!
Kristin Keith. And JuliAnna Briscoe. Got a question. What's your favorite breakfast food? Even if you don't regularly eat breakfast, something that you would consider a breakfast food.
Mimosas count?
Yeah, absolutely. So, is that yours?
No, not really. I thought it would be funny. Never mind.
Breakfast food. Do you have a favorite breakfast food?
I really like fruit.
Yeah, I do too. What
Pretty
about you,
standard.
Robb?
I make some eggs that I tend to like, so I would say my eggs that I make.
Very well. Kristin?
Yes.
Oh, I'll go with the nice, unhealthy Lucky Charms cereal.
Ooh, I've converted back to cereal too. I used to be a different breakfast, but I even bought those little 10 boxes of Kellogg's cereal so that I could have a variety pack. We live my
You're
cereal youth.
Yeah.
All right. So, as always, tonight's episode is based on a true story.
Good this night. And welcome to FOF this night.
Yeah, good this night. How is everybody doing tonight? Answer me. Right. Okay. Still no way for you to respond. When will I ever allow some questions to be rhetorical?
We have a great show for you tonight or today. What does it matter if it's day or night? Live for the now, baby.
We have some fantastic guests tonight, assuming none of them OD'd backstage.
Or have killed or eaten each other.
Always a possibility.
Assuming none of the guests are being devoured or pumped with naloxone. Richard?
Naloxone? Naloxone.
We love our sponsors.
We're sponsored by Naloxone.
We revere our sponsors.
Now, we are hooked on our sponsors.
Get nervous when we start getting low on sponsors.
I sleep with a couple. It's consensual.
After a word from one of our sponsors, who probably has a weird old man transmitted STD now. It's trending on FOF.
Trending. Don't you need people watching to have trends?
Well, that's the name of the segment.
So it's probably not stuff that's trending now.
Well, these things were trending weeks ago.
So after trending on FOF, it's somebody's favorites.
Based on zero research.
Nothing but lists.
Another visit from one of our newly STD riddled.
I am not STD riddled, and I don't have beautiful consensual relations with all of our sponsors.
Another visit from one of our either STD riddled or sponsors who dodged a chlamydia bullet. Then it's mini golf.
What's mini golf?
A sketch.
Perfect, because we're sketch comedy.
Then it's lies about former first ladies. Doesn't that open FOF up to criticism and potential legal action?
Nah, we're picking former first ladies that nobody gives a suck about.
Cool.
Our final guest of the night will be everybody's favorite timid, thrill-seeking daredevil.
Didn't we just have a bunch of daredevils on the last FOF this night?
Well, I mean, Podcast City is teaming with daredevils. I mean, you're probably going to want to start your intro over, Kristin.
Our final guest of the night will be everybody's favorite timid, thrill-seeking daredevil.
Jeff Patterson?
We couldn't get him.
Man, that guy is awesome.
Okay, wait. As long as it's not... Wait, who's that guy with the French name who goes into dunk tanks with piranhas?
It's Manic Maurice.
Suck. I hate that guy.
That guy is terrible.
We'll close out tonight's show with a lot to think about. We realize that a lot is 2 words.
Because I told you it was.
Yeah. Well, so our final segment is a lot, 2 words, to think about.
Hey, Kristin, I want a new car, but I'm concerned about the environment.
Well, kiss trees on your own time, bitch.
What?
But I too am concerned about the environment, particularly when it comes to automobiles.
You know what they say about fossil fuels.
They're more of a pain in the ass than fossil watches.
Did you know that fossil watches can cause gangrene in the genital area? It's rare, but it can happen.
Well, fossil watches almost never do that. Like 2 out of 5 times.
Rob, I know that electric cars are one of the type of vehicle that you could consider because you're so concerned, get trees on your own time, bitch, about the environment.
Okay, well, first up, I hear that electric cars lead to rabies.
Who told you that?
A wolf? So my vehicle also will not be able to have a moonroof. Ow.
Wait, I think I have an answer to your problems. B equals 14.
Thanks. I'll submit my test online now. Okay. Do you have an answer to my car problem?
Have you ever heard of Gomobile?
Wait, is that the make or the model?
The what or the what? There just is Gomobile. It's one type of automobile.
Yeah, it's the car that runs on human feces.
Wait, come again?
It's the car that runs on human feces.
Oh, well, tell me more.
The Gomobile, 100% human feces fueled.
Does it have to be human feces?
Yes, it does. The Gomobile, 100% human feces fueled with 0 emissions and eco-conscious cloth for seating.
Eco-conscious cloth for seating? That's very important to me.
I love a person whose seat cloth is eco-conscious.
Eco-conscious seats, cloths are hot.
The Gomobile has regenerative braking to save energy.
Hey, regenerative braking? I like that. But why use poop for fuel? Gomobile?
Everybody poops, Rob.
Well, tell me more about the Gomobile.
The Gomobile is the first 100% feces fueled automobile. The Gomobile is exactly what conscious consumers and commuters have been waiting for.
So will something fit on my butt to fuel the car?
Apart from its green, or brown, as the case may be, engine, the car's look and feel is very similar to gasoline automobiles.
Gasoline automobiles? Are you a robot from the 50s?
And it comes with a patented Gomobile suck, pump, and funnel technology.
Will something fit on my butt to fuel the automobile?
Both compact and comfortable if you can get over the burning crap smell, specifically burning 100% human crap smell. The Gomobile is perfect for daily drives to work and relaxing vacations. Nose plugs and nose clamps are optional.
But hella necessary.
Or maybe go for that nose removal that you've always been dreaming of.
The
Gomobile.
Will something fit on my butt to fuel the car?
Trending on FOF.
All right, trending on FOF reviews trivial items that were trending at 11:12 a.m. on June 27th, 2020.
To be clear, these are items that were trending at 11:12 a.m. on June 27th, 2020.
It was already clear, Richard.
I don't think it was. You want to hear big trending topics like Black Lives Matter or COVID-19 spike? More like a deer got into a Dairy Queen and found out their soft serve isn't real ice cream.
And we will be talking about what we're interested in, specifically how they affect us.
It's a narrow, shallow focus.
And we decided to steer clear of larger issues. Mm-mm.
We'll avoid anything even slightly controversial.
Okay, first up on Trending on FOF, it's Lisa Eilbacher's birthday.
I'm not sure who Lisa Eilbacher is.
Lisa was born in Saudi Arabia, the daughter of an oil company executive.
That doesn't help. I don't know many Saudi Arabian oil families.
She was on Laredo.
No clue. Never watched Laredo.
She spent most of her former years in Paris.
Is that the Lisa Eilbacher who appeared on television on episodes of Wagon Train, My Three Sons, and Gunsmoke?
Yeah.
Nope. Nothing.
An officer and a gentleman?
Oh, that Lisa Eilbacher. No impact.
No impact.
Yeah, no impact.
Yeah, no impact.
Next up, Katie Lee is having a baby.
Now, wasn't she married to Billy Joel or something?
She's a 38-year-old Food Network star.
What, Anne Burrell?
She's an American cookbook author, television food critic, and novelist.
Me too. Anybody can say that.
I do. I know who she is.
Yeah, me too. She's having a baby. I mean, no impact. I mean, if there's more to the story, I didn't really know who she was until this moment.
No impact.
No impact.
No impact.
Mm-hmm. All right, this next item is related to Salvatore Ferragamo.
Didn't he play the Hulk?
A transgender model called him out for a homophobic and racist work environment. Hey, we're not supposed to do ones this heavy. This one had an impact on me. But I had to say it. Come on.
No impact.
No impact.
No impact.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Didn't mean it like that.
Mhm.
Mm,
Next trending item, gold coin sale.
Are gold coins a good investment?
I'd say it depends.
On what?
Do you live near pirates?
Do you live near Arabian Nights Gold?
That's a perfume.
Do you live near prospectors?
Do you live near old school dentists?
I guess it's not a good investment for me.
Me either. No impact.
I mean, I'd like to see what Arabian Nights Gold smells like. Yeah, okay, slight impact.
I live near old school dentists, but I still say no impact. So, last topic, Zoe Deutsch.
What about her?
She was talking about preparing for a role and using improv.
She said, I love, love, love animal work.
She also said, it allows me to base my characters not just off of people and experiences that I've had, which are limited.
And then she continued with, no matter how much I want to believe I lead a cultured, open life, I'm in a bubble.
And she paused, and then she said, so it opens your world up.
Improv has been a part of my life since 1988.
Well, of course, improv is important. Impact.
Yes, impact. We all need improv.
Impact. Wait. Are we deciding about Zoe Deutsch or about improv?
Oh, both. Let's bring out our guest.
Up next, it's author and Podcast City literary Emily Ragerstump.
You may know our next guest, Emily Ragerstump, as the leader of the Podcast City Literary Council.
Nope. Literacy blows.
Yeah, never heard of her. I mean, maybe she was, on the Podcast City RPG Council.
RPG. Rocket-propelled grenade.
Role-playing game.
Yeah. Emily will be joining us to discuss her new book, Reasonable Kidney Plucking.
My kidneys are strong as ox kidneys.
My kidneys are strong as bear kidneys.
Oh, bears probably don't even have kidneys.
Of course bears have kidneys, Richard. Look it up.
Too hard. I've never seen them. I'm skeptical that they exist.
It's so great to have you, Emily.
It's terrific to be here, JuliAnna and friends.
Oh, wait, that's us?
We're and friends.
I see why they're and friends.
No crap. Well, before we discuss your book, I'd like you to help our audience understand why literacy is important and why you feel like there should be a national literacy standard.
Literacy is critical to economic development as well as individual and community well-being. The absence of literacy in a human makes their organs ripe for the plucking, as I like to say.
Their organs.
I mean, it's been like 2 weeks since I read anything.
Really? You said you read that script I sent you.
I haven't actually written any words since February.
Well, before we get into Emily's book, I'd like to run down some of the wonderful things Podcast City Literary Council does for our community.
PLC.
LCC.
PLCC. PLC.
PLCC.
Wouldn't it be PLCC?
What about your livers, guys? Pretty good livers? What about your tissues, including corneas and skin, veins, heart valves, tendons and ligaments?
And bones?
And more skin? The mission of Podcast City Literary Council is to eliminate illiteracy through whatever means necessary, you dig?
I'm going to list some of the programs the Podcast City Literary Council sponsors. Please comment about these programs if you like.
Rather than commenting about that, I'd like to refute some of the myths of involuntary organ trafficking. Sometimes people feel like they have too many corneas and too much skin and would like for us to have it. They just can't articulate it.
Okay. Through the Literary Council, GEDs are completed and
General educational development?
Guaranteed. Earbones. Don't.
Oh, cool. I'm signing up for a GED on my phone right now.
through the Literary Council, college becomes accessible. English is relearned as a second language.
I'd like to go to college, and I'd like to learn well English.
Tough crap, I may need that pack.
Through the Literary Council, the workforce gains better employee relations.
Or we groom a couple of heart valves and maybe a tendon or two.
I wasn't interested in reading all of Reasonable Kidney Plucking, but I did read that enough to understand that you are a proponent of involuntary organ harvesting.
Not just a proponent, no, a champion of the involuntary, or as I like to call it, unaware volunteering for organ harvesting.
Your book seems to be proposing a national literary standards, and Americans who do not meet that standard are immediately subject to involuntary organ harvesting.
Maybe not immediately. No, you have to knock them out first. But yes, that's the central idea behind reasonable kidney plucking.
Organ trafficking as a form of human trafficking is an organized crime.
This $100 bill says it's not.
And Mr. Franklin is quite persuasive. What if your, quote, volunteers, end quote, want to keep their major organs?
Would you allow me to demonstrate with one of your co-hosts?
Or both.
Allow me to demonstrate a couple of techniques for gaining that tricky donation.
Please.
Since Baldy already applied for his GED, we'll start with him.
Go nuts.
Hello, handsome.
Me? Didn't you just call me Baldy?
I bet somebody big and strong like you could get by with just one kidney and one cornea.
I don't know. I like seeing and getting rid of waste products, drugs, and toxins through my urine.
I guess you're not the man we thought you were.
I am. Give me a scalpel.
Voila.
Very nice.
I don't have a scalpel, but you can try removing them with these nail clippers.
Oh, good idea.
You said you were going to demonstrate a couple of techniques.
I sure am. I sure am. Where's the next sheep?
Hey, I'm not a sheep. I'm a people.
Well, I don't feel one bit guilty about doing this to either of them.
And you shouldn't.
No. As it turns out, Rob, I am a doctor, and I couldn't help notice. Poke!
Ow! You sucking poked me in the eye.
No, I was doing a diagnostic test for a very rare disease.
Do I have it?
Well, there's only one way to find out. It's major invasive investigative surgery.
So you're cutting me open with no idea what you're looking for?
Oh, I know what we're looking for.
Oh, do I get ice cream afterwards?
You sure do.
He does?
He won't know.
Well, Emily Regersump, thank you so much for joining us, and keep up the great work. Next up, it's Nothing But Lists. Where's my ice cream?
I want ice cream. That's right. It's Nothing But Lists. 4 lists of top 4s.
In no particular order.
With no explanation.
4 original Ghostbusters. Peter Venkman, Ray Stantz, Egon Spangler, Winston Zedmore.
4 most popular square dancing styles. The quadrille, Southern Mountain style, traditional squares, and Western squares. Richard.
Top 4. Pop-Tart ingredients: enriched flour, thiamine mononitrate, riboflavin, folic acid. JuliAnna.
Top 4 best-selling incense sticks: Indian Rose, Sandalwood Extreme, Frankincense, and Myrrh.
Wow, what a great segment. Good for a so-called hilarious sketch after this brief word from Kitty Max, the maximum security daycare for children.
Kitty Max, the
maximum
security daycare
daycare
for
Children.
Good job.
Is your child a pre-felon or prone to escaping from daycare?
That's where Kitty Max comes in.
Keeping the children contained in our maximum security daycare is very important to us. This is why we keep extra steps to ensure each child remains at the center of our. This is why these children need to stay in their cages until their sentence is over or mommy's day out is over.
Kitty Max is equipped with all of the following. Video surveillance system security cameras are throughout the center. Good ones too. None of those cameras that toddlers can spray paint over to escape.
Electronically sealed door system, i.e. a drawbridge, requires that all visitors and parents who enter or exit the center do so using this drawbridge.
Voice/intercom/hardcore nanny cam system throughout the center.
Secure check-in and monitored entrance with the warden's office located by the front door.
When picking up children, all unfamiliar visitors to the center are required to show valid Kitty Max ID tattoos. Then the snipers will stand down.
Parents sign their children in and out on a daily basis. They also check in with their child's guard on arrival and release.
Kitty
Max, the
maximum
security daycare for children. Yeah.
Got it.
Woo!
I'm Vicky, the Goonie Golf Shirt Leader. What seems to be the problem?
You have ruined our entire evening.
Our date night is a disaster.
I'm barely able to control my rage. You do not want me on a rampage. I will destroy your mini-golf and batting cages.
I apologize on behalf of Goonie Golf Incorporated. I want to make it right. Specifically, how can I help you?
Look at us.
How will that help you?
How would you describe us?
Careful.
You're human?
Lucky guess.
Humans above regular stature?
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm not sure what the term is exactly.
Let's not beat around the bush here, Vicky. We're giants.
But that's the correct term.
Giant simply means an individual or structure much larger than normal.
You are that.
We're giants and we want to play the mini golf.
I'm seeing a problem with that.
Lost one.
But I'm not sure any of our clubs are large enough for beings of your weight, height, and girth.
Giant boob.
Then you leave me no option.
Please don't grind my bones to make bread.
Well, actually, I was only going to leave you a nasty yup review, but I like your idea. I am a sucker for the bone bread.
Yeah, I could go for some bone bread too.
Vicky, are you gluten-free?
Lies about former First Lady.
Martha Washington was the wife of George Washington, and she had a zipper navel and kept a cuckoo clock in her belly. George's last words were, "Finally, the mother-sucking cuckoo will forever be silent."
Abigail Adams was the wife and closest advisor of John Adams, as well as the mother of John Quincy Adams. Her historians found over 70 of her boogers stuck to the bottom of her husband's presidential desk. She was also rumored to have upside-down toes, meaning the nails were on the bottom.
Martha Jefferson was the wife of Thomas Jefferson, and she could shoot corn from her nose so efficiently they would drag her from plows during planting season. And Martha was also known to spill Merlot on the dead for the Louisiana Purchase.
Dolly Todd Madison was the wife of James Madison, President of the United States from 1809 to 1817. She was known to have had a premonition that some very delicious snack cakes would eventually be named after her. She was also proficient with an oboe. She was so proficient with it that some people called her a witch.
Elizabeth Jane Monroe was the First Lady of the United States. As the wife of James Monroe, Elizabeth wore octopus's hat a year longer than they were fashionable. Elizabeth was known for hiring some chimps as Secret Service agents, and while the chimp agents were loyal, they found a lot of feces.
Louisa Catherine Johnson was the First Lady of the United States from 1825 to 1829. She was known for storing chestnuts for the winter in her mouth. There was no DNA testing at the time, but historians suggest she's probably a squirrel.
Emily Donaldson Jackson served as White House hostess and de facto First Lady of the United States. She had an extensive collection of human skin piñatas.
Sarah Jackson was the daughter-in-law of U.S. President Andrew Jackson. She served as White House hostess and de facto First Lady of the United States from November 26, 1834 to March 4th, 1837. Now, Sarah was rumored to have a voice like Johnny Cash and whiskers like Mumford and Sons.
Lies about former First Lady.
And coming up next, our final guest is Manic Maurice, another daredevil. There's so many daredevils in Podcast City.
Oh, we don't have time for Manic Maurice.
He's cut. Oh, he's going to be pissed.
Yes, we're going right into a lot. 2 words, Kristin, to think about.
Tonight's FOF This Night has given us a lot to think about. I personally feel like donating my organs.
Yeah, I wasn't aware that organ harvesting was so prevalent in Podcast City.
Dolly Madison was a witch. I mean, that explains raspberry zingers.
Yeah, and I obviously have a few too many organs.
Yes, he does.
And this has been episode 200 FOF This Night, August 14th,
Wow.
2020 edition.
200.
Good. 200.
Wow.
I have been, as always, your host and humble narrator, Richard Houghton.
Yeah.
Please, please, please give it up for our amazing cast, JuliAnna Briscoe,
Yay.
Robb Hudspeth,
Woo!
and Kristin Keith.
Yay.
Any final words or final thoughts for this 200th Far Out Fiesta?
I'm very grateful.
Oh,
Mhm.
no, I'm the grateful
Richard,
one.
Richard has written all 200 episodes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, it's simply amazing how prolific he's been and how generous he's been to share it with us.
No, other way
We're
around.
ready for another 200 shows.
All right.
How many years has it been?
4.
Wow.
Yeah, 4 years. Yeah, 4 years. It was 4 years in May.
Wow, man.
Yes, amazing.
Gosh, that's
All right.
awesome.
Yes.
He apparently also likes your writing. That's why it keeps popping up.
Well, that's good. I like bird fans.
Oh, there you go.
After-
Birdman.
Thanks, everybody. Happy 200th.
Happy
We'll see y'all
200.
next week.
Cheers.